I'm Judy, and my hair is up. 1 reviewer.
I'm Betty, and my hair is down. 2 reviewers.
I'm Alvin, and my hair is red.
3 reviewers.
I'm Adolf, and my hair is brown. 4 reviewers.
I'm John, and that is all there is.
5 reviewers, that's all. There are 5 of us. We are the reviewers. There are 5 reviewers. Twink, twink, twink.
Yes, here are the reviewers. 5 clever youngsters who write and perform their own material. Original lyrics, original music. And tonight, with the assistance of their guest songsters, Dinah Shore and Kenny Gardner, the reviewers will devote their satirical talents to Radio City.
In the East excavations, they were glorious towns that should not have been hidden from sight.
So we dug those civilizations from underneath the present nations.
We found Pompeii and Carthage and Troy. Dig, dig, dig. Well, all right. Archaeologists someday will dig up the Isle of Manhattan. They'll uncover a town with inscriptions that aren't in Latin. It's in the middle of New York City, a full-grown city within the city. Radio City, a marvelous sight to see. Radio City, home of the NBC. Buildings reaching to the sky, 1,000,000 people passing by. Prometheus trying hard to fly at Radio City.
Well, maybe I'm just dumb, but if Radio City's a real city, then who's the mayor?
Oh, it hasn't got one, Judy. Radio City is above politics.
Oh, but outside of that, it has everything. It's a complete town in itself.
Yes, it's the only place in the world that has a post office in the cellar and a nightclub on the roof.
And 18 assorted restaurants.
And a skating rink.
And a barber shop and a beauty
And
parlor.
a music store, a gymnasium.
No golf course.
Oh, of course not. There are too many buildings in the way. Why, the RCA building, the RKO building, the Time and Life building, the International building, the building they're building.
Oh, now, Adolf, it sounds very impressive. But really, Radio City is just our town to us. Adolf, you be Frank Craven and tell us all about our town.
Oh, very well. Well, puff, puff. Our town is called Radio City Corners. It's not much. Excuse me, Mr. Rockefeller, but I have to do this. Occasionally it's called Rockefeller Center, and occasionally it's called that place where they have that lovely gold statue. Its location? Oh, between 49 degrees 6th Avenue and 50 degrees 5th Avenue and 20 degrees cooler inside. At exactly 5:45 every day, Mr. Rockefeller speeds by in a hansom cab. Hello, Mr. Rockefeller.
Hello, Adolf.
Gosh. Well, people here just live and die most like every place else. Occasionally they pay a cover charge at the Rainbow Room and pass on. Or pass out. Any questions you'd like to ask?
What are the reviewers doing in our town?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that, sir. You know, I've often wondered myself. You see, they're a group of 5 ordinary citizens. No worries, no cares, no troubles, and no sponsors. Here comes one of them now. Why, it's John. Hello, John. And what do you think of our town?
I'm happy here. It's so tranquil and calm. The people here in Radio Town are courteous and polite. They'll never push or knock you down if you put up your fists and start to fight. I gotta go now. My horse is waiting in the studio here. It's his feeding time.
Oh, leave him here, John. He can eat the corn. And who's this coming along? Why, it's Judy. Hello, Judy.
Hello.
And what do you think of our town?
Oh, I love it here because I just love to travel. We ride the elevator cars all clustered in a bunch. The elevator starts and then we wish we hadn't eaten any lunch. Oh, goodbye now. I've got a date with the town's rising young elevator boy.
Oh, goodbye, Judy. And there's Alvin, the cheerful one.
Hello.
Why, Alvin? Alvin, you must like it here, too, at our town, Radio City Corners.
Yeah, but I don't care for NBC. I hate the music hall. The buildings and the statues, too. Outside of that, it isn't bad at all. I just don't fit in a small town. Give me Peoria.
What's this about Peoria? Sounds like treason to my native land, Radio City.
This one's Betty. Oh, she's very intense. And how do you like our town, Betty?
Oh, I love Radio City, and Radio City loves me. And for dear old Radio City, I'd lay me down and quietly up and dee.
Ah, that's a very sweet thought. Well, Puff Puff, you met 4 strange characters from our town. I know there's a 5th.
Adolf, it's you.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, our town is Radio City. It's the biggest little old town. It's not so big going east and west, but it's tremendous going up and down. It's the biggest, bestest, sweetest little old town.
Well, we were going to have a song here by our guest singer, Kenny Gardner. Where is he?
Well, the last I saw of him, he was in the NBC drugstore wrestling with a 3-decker sandwich.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late, but will someone here hold my sandwich while I sing?
Stand back, wolves, stand back. I'll protect the sandwich for you, Kenny, while you sing, Where Do I Go From You?
Where do I go from you? What happens after a dream falls through? How in the world can I feel that old fire again? Get that desire again with someone new? Why should I even try to start with thoughts of you running through my heart? I've gone from this one to that one, but what good does it do? Where do I go from you?
And thanks, Kenny. Well, good song and good sandwich.
Oh, Adolf, the way you wrap yourself around that thing, it's a pretty sight indeed.
Yes, you're a perfect subject for that picture magazine, Slife.
Oh, well, the Time and Life building is right across the street. I'll run right over and pose for them. So long, fellas.
Adolf, pose for them? Say, listen, those cameramen never take pose pictures. They just take shots that are candid.
Candid. Gee, I like candid things, too. Candid sweet potatoes.
Judy, a candid shot is a picture taken when the subject doesn't know he's being photographed.
No, Betty. A candid shot is a photographer's dream and a subject nightmare.
We're victims of these picture magazines. Our private lives are on display at every newsstand. Our photographs in speak and look have made our lives an open book. Our secrets are exposed for all to see. And that is why we're yearning to be free. From swipe and flick and look and speak and speak. La 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 la, we're victims of those picture magazines. I'm a senator, Senator Buster. A presidential candidate I was, but never more. Whenever I show my face, the Senate laughs me off the floor. They laugh and point and leer and whisper, that's the face they saw as they were thumbing through Slife. They never took my picture with babies on my knees. They never took me in full regalia, becoming a Cherokee. They wouldn't snap me by the fire with my family. The only time they photograph me is when I'm on a spree. I went out to a party and I joined the milling throng. I thought I'd be incognito. I was, but not for long. For when I did the hula in an improvised sarong, the candid cameras clicked. I knew that I was licked. For there were those photographers from Slife and Slook and Spick. Now this presidential timber, once loftier than a redwood, is now deadwood. And now, my dear, tell your sad story.
Thanks, Senator. I'm a movie glamour girl, sleekest little star you've ever seen. The moving picture company's publicity bills me as the front girl of the screen. The public loves my glamorous long blonde hair, my pearly teeth, and languorous air. But goodbye to glamour. Character parts, hello. Slut and Slook have ruined me by putting my public in the know. For they snapped my picture and it's seen throughout the land. It's me without my wig and my bridge work in my hand.
Poor dear. And what about you, my good man?
I'm an average guy, and whenever I had to mix in company, I tried to be gay, but had nothing to say. I was lacking conversationally. Nothing ever happened to me worthy of conversation. So I gathered courage and decided to have an operation. So I took a breather of the ether and took the cut without a squawk. When I opened my eyes, I ran off to tell the guys, prepared to talk and talk and talk and talk. I threw a great big party and told everyone to bring his wife. When I started to tell my story, they confronted me with copies of Slife. There was a spread of the inside of my head. My own description couldn't have been more gory. Even with a scar, I still can't boast. My operation stretches from coast to coast. Those magazines scooped me on my own inside story.
Our beautiful careers are undermined. Those cameras crept upon us from behind. Is privacy just gone with the wine? My newspaper photos may not look like Gable, but at least they never snapped me under a table.
Though queen of the screen I was never called, at least they never photographed me bald.
My passport photo's not much to see, but at least it's a picture of all of me.
But picture magazines don't go for flattery. It's not photography. It's assault and battery.
What's that building across the street next to the music hall?
Oh, that's the RKO building, a home of theatrical agents.
You mean they live there?
Practically.
The building is infested with them.
Why, some of those agents are so busy they hold auditions in the elevators after the offices are closed.
Oh, well, I tried to get to the 4th floor yesterday, but some weightlifters were holding up the elevator.
Oh, say, they must have been auditioning for the foremost agent of them all, Jason Fleecer.
This is the Fleecer Theatrical Agency. We charge 10%. What do you want?
I have an appointment with my agent, Mr. Jason
Who
Fleecer.
is calling, please?
My name is Quite Risk, singer of sophisticated ditties.
Step this way, Mr. Risk.
Hello, Risk. I've heard of you. What do you do?
Well, I sing sophisticated ditties, smut songs for smut people, you know. I need a booking, preferably at the Rainbow Astoria.
What? Hey, Tilly.
Yeah?
Hey, Gus. Here's a guy who says he's a singer of sophisticated songs. Wants a job in a smart club. Well, Risk, we've got just the spot for you.
Work at the Cannibal Swing Club, you'll act a sort of host. And when the evening's over, they'll serve you up on toast. 10%.
No, that won't do. I'm a singer of sophisticated ditties.
Work at the Barnum Circus, your booking starts next June. Jump off a lofty tower into a spittoon. 10%.
Me? I'm a singer of sophisticated ditties.
Work as the new sensation to sweep through radio. When each program's over, you sweep the studio. 10%.
That's no good. I'm a singer of sophisticated ditties. Really,
Work in a leading mystery play to show your talents most. You play a missing, deaf and dumb, invisible offstage ghost. 10%.
Horace, no, I'm a singer of sophisticated ditties. I couldn't be all...
Work at a summer theater, and after all the bows, you slip out through the stage door and milk 200 cows. 10%.
But I'm a singer of sophisticated ditties. I won't take any of those jobs. Good day.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yes?
You've just wasted 10% of our day. And you owe us $10 and the complete set of the Encyclopedia Britannica.
And now, our guest songstress, lovely Dinah Shore, will sing Melancholy Mood.
When the somber shadows of night grow dim, and the daylight dawns on the hillock's brim, in the black of the night, by the light of the moon, or the top of the day when the clock is at noon, no matter what they are, I'm a slave in the grip of your power. Melancholy mood forever haunts me, steals upon me in the night. Forever taunts me, oh, what a lonely soul am I, stranded high and dry by melancholy mood. Gone is every joy and inspiration, tears are all I have to show. No consolation, all I can see is grief and gloom, till the crack of doom, melancholy mood. Deep in the night, I search for a trace of a lingering kiss and a warm embrace. Love is a whimsy as flimsy as lace, and my arms embrace. Empty space, melancholy mood. Why must you find me, pity me, break the chains that bind me? Won't you release me, set me free, bring it back to me, melancholy mood. Deep in the night, I search for a trace of a lingering kiss and a warm embrace. Love is a whimsy as flimsy as lace, and my arms embrace empty space. Melancholy mood, why must you bind me, pity me, and break the chains that bind me? Please release me, set me free, bring him back to me, oh melancholy mood, melancholy mood.
What do you mean, Judy?
Well, gee, the building's full of uniforms. Gee, there's an admiral.
That's not an admiral, Judy.
Oh, he must be, and a famous one, too. Look at all those autograph hunters following him.
Judy, that's not an admiral. He's a guide to the Radio City guided tours. And those people following him are tourists.
Now, someone told me that since Radio City opened in 1933, almost 1 million people have gone on those tours.
Gee, taking a tour. Why, it's like a glorious adventure into the unknown.
Unsung Heroes Series, number 2, A, The Guide.
The history of exploration is just a big game of follow the leader. In 1492, Columbus was the first man to chart a course across the Atlantic to America. Columbus said,
Follow me, men.
In 1532, Cortez was the first man to chart a course to a pot of gold in Mexico. Cortez said,
Follow me, men.
In 1933, Ichabod Sniff was the first man to chart a course through Radio City. Sniff said,
It's the first door on your right.
Ichabod Sniff took his place among the great explorers of history when he charted the first successful tour through Radio City. His early training had prepared him for great things to come. He was born to be an explorer. At the age of 10,
Ichabod, dear, drop that map.
his face fell.
Now, Ichabod,
What is it, Mother?
go down, Ichabod, and get Mother a package of yeast. Now, you can't miss the store. It's right on the corner and says on the door, yeast, sold here.
Then I'm off. Farewell, Mother. I'll be back before you can spell Amerigo Vespucci.
A-M-E.
But Ichabod Sniff was not the type to take the easiest way. He decided to approach the grocery store from the back. And so he enlisted on the good ship Uncle Tom as a cabin boy and went around the world. On his way, he explored Australia, Antarctica, the lost continent of Atlantis, the Atlantic and Pacific, and Woolworths. And finally, he arrived at the back door to the grocery store. He had found it at last, a new passage to the east. What man could be better equipped to chart a course through the just completed Radio City? In 1933, it was a vast, unexplored territory.
65 stories ain't natural, I tell you. Go in there? Not me. The blueprints are lost.
Where are they?
They're with the architect.
Where's he?
He's lost.
Oh, that building is full of dragons, I tell you.
Where are they?
Oh, they're lost too.
But Sniff was unafraid. He applied for the job, and he stood out among hundreds of applicants. Why not? He wore a coonskin cap and a loincloth, and carried a bow and arrow and a cake of yeast.
Young man, step forward.
Who, me?
No. You with the fur hat. Your name?
Ichabod Sniff.
We've heard of you, Sniff. So you think you're an explorer?
Yes, sir.
Well, here's your chance to prove it. You shall carve a path through Radio City that thousands will follow. Here is your compass, a week's supplies, 30 yards of twine, and breadcrumbs to drop along the way.
Then I'm off. Farewell. The tangled underbrush of the RCA building holds no terrors for me. I shall drop breadcrumbs and find my way back.
And so Ichabod Sniff entered the main lobby of the RCA building and began. He carried with him a small microphone to keep contact with the outside world. But no word came until the 6th day. And then...
Hello? Hello down there. Sniff speaking. Can you hear me? I'm on the 4th floor now, doing fine. Can you hear me drop the breadcrumbs? Hello, Sniff speaking. 32nd floor. Visibility fair, ceiling 0, floor crummy. Hello? Sniff speaking. I'm all the way up on the 64th floor, and I've got to go up just one more. Oh, I'm all out of breadcrumbs. Gee, I'll have to come down for a fresh supply.
Coming down.
What a pity he has only one more floor to go.
No, you'll have to do it all over again.
Now, let's see. Now, where's the door? Oh, here's one marked 64, and it's got a buzzer and
That's the
everything.
elevator door.
He's headed for the elevator shaft.
Oh, how can we stop
It's
him?
dark here, but this must be it. Looks as if it might be a stairway. I'll just step firmly on the top step.
Oh,
and
if we
then-
could only stop
As
it.
I was saying, I'll just step it.
Poor Sniff.
He's gone. He's gone.
Hello down
floor. Say, that first step was a son of a gun.
Yay! And so, with a fresh supply of breadcrumbs, Sniff toiled his way up to the very top.
Hello? Sniff speaking. I made it. I'm on the roof. Hey, what's this? I hear music. Table for one, sir. What is this? The savage tribe settled already in the building? It's a room full of dancers.
Check your barn cloth, sir.
What? Why, it's lovely here. I'll stay and have a full-course dinner. I'll have oysters Rockefeller and consomme Morgan and stuffed Schwab, and then I'll follow that with...
Ichabod Sniff had stumbled upon the Rainbow Room, and there he had a full-course dinner. A course was charted, and since that day 7 years ago, when Ichabod Sniff had dinner at the Rainbow Room, thousands of tourists have taken the tour built on that course he charted. As for Ichabod Sniff himself, he's still at the Rainbow Room, washing dishes.
Hear my song, the old letter. Hear the song that's in my heart. Oh, please be mine. The old letter say that we will never part. Every night I'm dreaming of you. Every night I want to whisper, dear, I love you. Hear my song, the old letter. Hear the song that's in my heart. Every night I'm dreaming of you. Every night I want to whisper, dear, I love you. Hear my plea. The old letter, hear the song that's in my heart.
Well, Adolph, you've got us into this our-town stuff at Radio City. Now get us out.
Oh, well, puff, puff, puff. Day is coming to a close here at Radio City Corners. We've laughed and cried. A lot of hope has been born, and a lot of gags have died. The Rockettes from the music hall are walking home 32 abreast in military formation. And the reviewers are looking at the clock.
Have you got the time?
It's 9:58.
It's 9:58. Well, it's 9:58.
Has someone a song to go with that?
Sure.
Radio City is everything a little town should be. And for dear old Radio City, we'd lay us dune and quietly up and dee. There's not a nicer place for a stroll. The music hall is our meeting house. Prometheus, the old swimming hole. The 10 o'clock Thursday WJZ, our curfew time at NBC. We're glad to say that we are free from Radio City. Till next Tuesday.
You've been listening to The Revuers. Betty Comden, Judith Thurman, Adolph Green, John Frank, and Alvin Hammer. Clever kids who write and perform their own material. The Revuers come to you as a program of the National Broadcasting Company.